have even done that as well.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
We're rolling.
Rolling. Wichita Lineman.
Magnificent song.
Best song ever, right?
Oh,
And you told me this. Same songwriter also got awarded.
worst song ever.
What?
Isn't that amazing? Which is MacArthur Park.
I don't mind MacArthur Park. Maybe, I mean, I am a big Seinfeld fan, and when George and Jerry talk about it, yeah.
How could you not like Richard Harris singing MacArthur Park? Someone left the cake out. Anyway.
But yeah, anyway, Wichita Lineman is what
Yes.
we are talking about.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you must like it.
I'm attracted to songs that tell a story, that paint a picture. So when you're listening to it, there's all these images going through your imagination. And Wichita is one of those songs. You know, this guy's climbing up telephone poles to repair them and service them and fix them. And he's got his little handset which he wires in, and he rings his woman, and they talk all day, and he tells her how much he loves her and what she's up to, and he listens in, and that's a fabulous, vivid image. You know, songs like Kentucky Rain, where there's this story being presented. I like it. Yeah.
And so when you've got a good story like that, obviously, like if you just listen to an instrumental version of it, it still sounds really good.
It does, doesn't it?
So it's kind of like tick both of those boxes.
Yeah. Interestingly, you should say that, because I was goofing off on YouTube the other day and found this beautiful harp version of Wichita. I guess it's because I know the song so well. The harp was telling a story with its beautiful playing, and yeah, that same, all those images and that emotion, and getting a bit serious here, huh? Calm down a little bit, I think.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, I guess if you listen to instrumental music, you know, it could be classical or something like that, it does paint a picture with the actual music, doesn't it? And, you know, whoever you are, you're going to get a different picture. But, I mean, that's the thing that music does, is it strikes some chord within you, or it twigs the brain in a certain way. You know, for instance, for me, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know the song a little bit. I definitely knew it and wasn't scrounging, you know, last minute quickly trying to learn it first go, because I've played it with you and played it maybe one or two other times, maybe at the most. So I'm doing my prep the day before. I'm checking out 15 different Glen Campbell live versions, just because, you know, I mean, the recorded version is great, but obviously live versions is where you get either a little bit more or just something a little bit different and go, oh, that's interesting. And so I'm checking out a few, and just maybe version number 3 and 9 or whatever, like I started kind of getting a little bit, there's some...
A lot of dust.
What is this salty discharge?
Oh my God, you're crying.
This is horrible.
So I said to my partner, I'm like, why? Like, why is it? And you said the word emotive, and so that...
Yeah.
It's a very, very good word to describe this song, right? How emotive it is, yeah.
I certainly haven't heard a bad version. I think anybody that loves that song, whether it's a guy sitting playing his guitar and he goes, hi, my name's John, this is my version. They're all beautiful, because I think anyone who loves that song is so respectful of it. Like, no one's done it as a polka or anything, so I think we're pretty safe.
Not yet.
Listen, we're onto something.
Yes.
Don't, because, anyway.
Now that we've said that, I'm sure Weird Al will hear it. Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
There was one thing that you said to me on the day when we were recording. You mentioned that the was the phone line or the what was that again?
I am quite certain that particular little insert,
It's like a riff.
That riff is emulating the newsreel release of, you know, ding, 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 ding. You know, when you're in the old school news, television news, you used to hear that pulsing, be it the typewriter or the whatever it was. And I'm pretty sure that's what it's just getting that across. It
feels a little bit like Morse code-y kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
And the Wichita Lineman is still on the la 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 line.
Yeah, because Glenn, how many versions are there? that Glen's done. And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
all,
heaps.
you know, does it get any better than Glen? He's just magnificent. From the solo to the singing, he knows how to sell himself with that emotion, and what a beautiful man. We miss you. We miss you.
Yeah, because I mean, his singing pretty good, and then
Oh.
busts out the solo. And even when he's only just playing the melody, but there's a few versions where he just digs in a lot more. And speaking of guitarists, how's old Tyler, not old, young Tyler Venter on the guitar?
He's an
for the
old
session?
soul. I swear he's a 75-year-old country blues guy that somehow has been drinking from the fountain of youth. He's just, what is he, early 20s? Would he be mid-20s? Great player. I watched him having a blow with Dale in Austin, and he's up having a blow and living his dream. And I've actually got up, I lived in Austin for a few years, and I used to follow Dale around and have a blow with him. He'd get me up. He's a very gracious man.
If you don't know, having a blow is like, you know, like a horn player getting up and having a blow.
Or having a jam.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it doesn't matter what the instrument is, but that's the term. But
Yeah.
So if you think about it, he was playing a baritone guitar, which he converted his guitar into a baritone.
Yeah.
So it's really quite low, and it's awesome. You ever sang with anyone doing the old baritone guitar very much?
One time, years ago, I was just out to dinner with my wife. We were somehow on some kind of vacation somewhere, and blow me down, one of the guys in the band that was playing in the middle of nowhere knew me from working and whatever else. They asked me to get up and said, you have to sing Wichita. And I've got a feeling, as I recall, that the bass player, who had a second bass, tuned his bass guitar to play that and play the solo on the bass, which was pretty cool. Like, that's as you get. It was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Maybe that's your market. You need to do a baritone flat pick and have all baritone. Every song.
Operate the teleprompter if it had a reset.
Bluegrass
Start,
barrow.
so you can
Yeah,
reset it
bluegrass
at
barrow.
start.
G-roll.
I'll make it so it goes perfectly in time. So every time the song stops and we stop.
I was tickled pink when Darren said, let's do Wichita. I'm like, man, I never thought you'd ask. You know, I've been at you and at you and at you. Finally, what a beautiful song.
Maybe that's the secret. You just gotta.
Yeah, got to pull that face and do that. What does that even mean? What is that?
If he's gonna go, I thought you were gonna sing. It was still on the line. Still, we weren't gonna play anything. We were gonna finish on.
You just want me to go, the way that I do this song is I do 4, hanging on the line, right? Hanging on the line, hanging on the line.
Then we finish on this one. So we like to keep on that chord rather than resolve it.
All right, now so if I go hanging on the line, that'll work.
Hey, you know what? I could call my ma while I'm up here. Hey, Ma! Get off the dang roof!